Hello again. Some big contrast with the weather over the next couple of days. For some, dry, bright and really quite mild. For others, very wet and windy, and particularly wet today and tonight across parts of Scotland, where we have a Met Office amber warning in place. There are other Met Office yellow warnings covering much of northern Britain for both wind and rain. More on those in a moment. Let's take a look at the bigger picture. The satellite picture shows most of the UK covered in cloud, but the cloud is pretty thin across East Anglia in the southeast. Some sunshine breaking through here, but that thick cloud just bringing more wet weather to Northern Ireland and Scotland, especially soggy to the north of the central belt through the rest of today, but then further pulses of heavy rain crossing North Wales, northwest England and into southern Scotland. All the while that rain being pushed along by a strong and gusty wind, especially lively around coasts through North Wales, Scotland and over the Pennines as well. Gusty winds 50-60 miles an hour, maybe around some exposed coasts 70 miles an hour. We have yellow warnings in place for that rain across parts of northern England, North Wales, Northern Ireland and Scotland, and across parts of Scotland we have these amber warning areas where we could see a further 80 millimetres of rain over hills. The ground is already very soggy indeed, so a continued risk of further flooding and certainly some disruption to transport likely. It is going to be very mild, even if you're stuck with the wind and the rain. Temperatures likely to get into the teens in places, but into the mid-teens across East Anglia in the southeast with the help of a bit of sunshine. It is colder across Shetland, single figures here, but even that is above average for the time of year. It feels colder, especially on western coasts with that blustery wind. Now, through the evening and overnight, the rain will continue across southern Scotland, further pulses of rain across northern Scotland as well. But certainly to the north of the central belt, it should start to turn drier as we head towards dawn. It stays very wet in North Wales and northwest England, but otherwise largely dry as we start Wednesday. That southerly winds, that mass of cloud, all helping to keep those temperatures up double digits for many as we start Wednesday. So a very mild start. It will be another wet day, another day of big contrasts with some sunshine across East Anglia in the southeast. Temperatures are likely to climb into the mid-teens once more, but it stays very wet over northwest England, north and west Wales. Not as wet in southern Scotland. There'll be some rain getting in here, but certainly north of the central belt a lot drier. Quite a bit of sunshine, in fact, here across Scotland. Much brighter day too for Northern Ireland with sunny spells throughout and lighter winds, although still quite blustery over the Western Isles. There'll be some patchy rain over southwest England and South Wales and maybe into the Midlands at times as well, but much of the East Midlands, Eastern England, dry and fine, and that's where we'll see those top temperatures again. 15, 16, 17 is possible through Wednesday afternoon, and again, even if you're stuck under that rain band, it is technically quite mild, although of course not feeling all that pleasant for Greater Manchester and much of West Wales. Through the course of Wednesday evening, that rain is set to persist, but it is showing signs of fizzling out, and it should continue to do that as it slowly works its way eastwards as we head towards Thursday. There'll be further blustery showers coming into the far northwest. But once this band of rain is out of the way during Thursday, it looks an awful lot drier for all parts of the UK as we go towards the weekend. For more details on that, visit our YouTube channel or, of course, make sure you're following us on social media.